Hello, ITPC, Terry here. Long time no see. Finally got around to making a video. Today I'm smoking some 2020 Solani Virginia Flake. And this is my latest pipe, the Savinelli Deluxe Milano. This is the 812 shape. It's the Canadian with a slight bent stem. And then this is what it looks like. This is an estate pipe. Got it from smokingpipes.com. This is my latest obsession. Is the longer stem Canadian type. Gives that slick look. I like it. So, wanted to talk about, made some notes. Just wanted to talk about what I've learned so far in about 4 years of smoking a pipe, and might be helpful for beginners if there is any beginner smoking with the pipe industry the way it is. But mostly just logging what I've experienced in my few years of pipe. No. So in the old days, when I first started, the irritation in the mouth was just horrible. Every bowl is like it leaves your tongue all burnt up. Lips are all burnt up. Tongue's irritated. And of course, I've done a lot of watching videos of the experts and lots of opinions about what is tongue bite, how to prevent it, and all that. And I've also noticed that certain varietals of the tobacco leaves your tongue more irritated than others. And through these 4 years, and in my long break from making videos, I think I finally achieved a certain level of competency and have better control of the pipe and the tobacco in it. And what I've learned is that all the irritations are, for the majority part, due to the moisture content of the tobacco and how it interacts with the briar that's passing along the steam. So, of course, steam it burns the tongue, it burns the tissue, and certain tobaccos like Orientals and the Periques tend to have some spicy component, and so you combine that with the steam, and that sets up the worst combination that I've experienced, causing some very, very bad oral irritations. So it's taken me a long time to understand the interplay of those and how to control the moisture. So and it was really difficult to tease out what is what when you have new pipes or not so good of a quality of a pipe, and didn't really understand what breaking in a pipe meant what all that meant. But it turns out that after perseverance, that there is a point where the pipe that you use does behave better. It's like it's an equipment, so there is a breaking in period, and it's like any instrument. If you have a bad instrument, let's just say a musical instrument, if you have a cheap musical instrument, for beginners, it's hard to master in mastering the techniques, because you don't really know what competency that picture is. And same thing with the pipe, is that now that the pipes are broken in, that the ones that I have, compare those with the ones that are basket pipes, that are very low quality, briar that is, and you kind of come to an understanding where yeah, this is a good pipe. It's broken into. Now I can go ahead and practice those moisture control, the cadence, and that's where I'm at. So my pipes has been, because I smoke one bowl a day, so it's taking me these many years for a good set of 7 pipe rotation, that they're nicely seasoned and come to a point where they're I understand at the point when they get really hot, I need to take a break. So understanding those nuances. And good thing about this pipe is the state pipe is already broken in. So I'm really enjoying this pipe. So in the past, not understanding all this mechanics, I just tamper, and then it goes out, and then the moisture, as it, the first third of the bowl is always tasty, and then the second third of the bowl, you start tamping it down, and you're beginning to feel the bowl being hot, and then it's like, okay, it goes out, you light up some more, and then okay, so you tolerate through that, and then the last third of the bowl, all that moisture is there, and it just keep going out. You keep lighting it. The steam gets hotter. Your tongue is all ripped. You understand, like, what the breath meant. What is that? Well, you just blow it back. Well, I think at that point it's too late. So as you smoking it, I found out that you really have to stoke the fire constantly. So if there's any moisture built up, if it's too much, you can use a pipe cleaner to suck up some of those steam. But when it's beginning, back blowing, stoking the fire to burn off some of that steam, like this. And of course, that's gonna cause the pipe to burn up a little bit, heat up a little bit. So, that's how you control your cadences. If that happens, take a break or so, let that cool down. And I find that, because I'm talking too much, but I really had to do very little. The amount of relighting is lessened, and the frequency of it is down. And then I also learned about the tamping. That the amber, you gotta tamp it down, and if it's wet, tamping it down doesn't work. It has to be dry tobacco for that for that amber to continue to serve its function, and decreasing the need for relight. So all this has improved my smoking enjoyment, and I also found out that once I've achieved the understanding, then I found it less. I needed less to let any tobacco dry. Usually, even the flakes. I like the moisture, the content in it, because now I know how to control that moisture, and I feel like it has a better taste to it. It retains the flavor better, and you know, the retro hell, the room note, all of that. Now I can finally say, this is what this tobacco was, you know, supposed to taste. You know, I don't know how many tins of good tobacco I've wasted because, you know, I'm just, you know, smoking it through, trying to, you know, not to burn your tongue as much, and just once in a while it might get a good break and have a good smoke. But right now, no tongue bite, very rare tongue bite. Some numbness next morning because of some, you know, there was a session where I didn't slow down for the cadence. So, and the weather was, you know, the hot summer. You're fighting the mosquitoes. You're fighting the heat, and you're trying to smoke and try to enjoy it. Very difficult here in Texas, outdoors. So I'm at a happy point. Learned a lot last several years, and really, just without the YTPC, I wouldn't have been able to understand any of this. And you know, a lot of information I gained from all the YTPCers. So thank you for all of you that produce videos talking about the techniques. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my Solani and try to the vintage of it is really good. It's like 2020, so it's got a few years on it, so really good, very sweet, one of my favorites. So with that, I'll see y'all next time. Appreciate you.